Today I'm going to be reacting to episode 4 of She-Hulk. Episode 4 apparently has a magician in it, and coming from someone who's been a magician for 9 years, hopefully I'll be able to tell you what's real and what's fake. But honestly, I have no idea what to expect, so let's get into it. Interesting music selection.
The ancient art of levitation.
Okay.
Are you not amazed? Summoning fire. Fire.
Yep.
Behold, flame.
Little flamethrowers, handheld flamethrowers. Like, what was it?
For my next illusion. The great
That's a whole ribbon. All of this is possible to do.
from a volunteer.
Yep.
Oh, miss, if you may.
Literally, those were sold on TikTok.
And what is your name, young lady?
Yeah, so far everything that he's done has been sad.
As the great
Okay.
Billy Shakes once said, a rose by any other name would smell
Wow.
as sweet.
That's clean. Okay, legit, don't know how he would have done that one. The white to red roses, kind of dope.
Do the thing. Do it.
I've definitely felt this as a magician before.
With a little more heat.
Is that a sling ring? Definitely a sling ring. Crappy magician using actual magic. It's kind of dope. Wish I could do that myself. Although Danny Blaze is such a horrible name.
FYI, these don't smell like anything.
Yeah, they're paper.
Ew.
Alright, just the first scene with the magician out the gate. Wow, he's sad. Like, goodness gracious. His magic is atrocious. I wouldn't say atrocious. It's boring. Like, his presentation and the tricks that he's choosing to do, it's honestly just boring. Danny Blaze is a boring name. Like, who would just, like, I have fire and just, like, shoot it out of your hand like that? Like, the amount of different applications that you can use that same magic for, and he's just doing it to show that he can shoot fire out of his hands. That's sad. That's sad.
Miss Walters, I have a legal situation of the greatest importance.
Okay, good luck with that, Jen. Nice to see you again, Wong. How can I help you?
I'm having an issue with a magician. Notice how I use the word magician in
I
quotes.
didn't need that.
He's not an actual magician. This charlatan goes by the name of Donnie Blaze. Former student of the mystic arts.
Okay, just because
was
he's in a-
kicked out after a week when he summoned
Ugh.
3 kegs and his former fraternity brother Kai Dog to Kamatage. He's now performing cheap human tricks here in Los Angeles at the Mystic Castle.
Oh, that's
Notice
fun.
how I-
Yeah, not Mystic, not a castle. Got it.
That
Recently,
actually is
he's
true.
been
That's
using
funny.
Our sacred teachings in his shows, sending volunteers into other realms for casual fun. But he barely has a grasp of the basics of interdimensional portaling. Practicing the mystic arts without proper training not only endangers people, it risks untethering the material and astral planes.
Completely.
I need to make an example of Donnie Blaze. Set a precedent that no unlicensed persons ever attempt to practice the mystic arts again.
Well, this might be pretty straightforward. Did Mr. Blaze sign an NDA or a non-compete?
No.
Was there a contract when he began training?
Students pledge themselves to be loyal servants of the mystic arts.
And did you get that in writing?
No. Miss Walters, we answer to a higher power that abides by the metaphysical laws of the time-space continuum.
Sure, but this is the American legal system. No judge is going to take this seriously unless we do things by the book.
Book of Ashanti.
No, the Book of American Laws. Do you want to leave your information with me this time?
Did he just do a snap change? And it showed how it did it. That was all of the magic in that scene. Literally, Wong shows up, has a blank business card, does a snap change, it then appears on the business card, which I'm not sure how that works. and then you see the back of his snap change. Like, it going across the card and like materializing was actually cooler than the actual like change of it. I love the fact though that you can like see the card in the back. That's fantastic. And it's honestly one of the easiest tricks to do. Just grab two cards, preferably ones that are more in contrast, like a red and a black card. Put two fingers in the front and your thumb on the back, and then just bring your middle finger back toward you, and that card will come back. Card changes. And I did make a video on 5 different ways that you can use the snap change, so if you want to check out that video, I'll link it in the description below. Because although corny, it can have some really cool effects done with it. The whole magician thing, not my favorite. Magicians aren't doing mystic arts, like I don't have that ability, but I am a magician, so like, leave me a little respect. Like, he's been doing this for years, I've been doing it for 9 years, it takes a lot of practice, so leave me alone. Now I understand if people are just like using trick decks or something, that I'll give you. And the stuff that he was doing at the beginning of it, where he had like the fireball was coming out of his hands, that was a cheap human trick. Like when you're doing things like practicing for, I've been practicing like Divernor's multiple control for months now. Let me show you what I mean. Before I show you Divernor's multiple control, you need to know what a card control is. So I'll take the 3 of hearts, lose it about halfway-ish into the deck, doesn't matter quite where it is. Looks like a little bit over half, but that's still fine. And then the 3 of hearts is still on top of the deck. And if you're wondering, yes, all the cards are different. So what I've been working on recently is trying to figure out a way to control multiple cards at the same time. So I'm gonna use the 4 aces to show you. We'll take all 4 aces and take them and put them in different places in the deck, spacing out a few cards in between each one. Because if you put them all in the same place, it's the same thing as basically just controlling one card. Right? So you push them all in the deck, give it a few cuts, maybe even give it a shuffle, and even after all that, the goal is to be able to control the cards wherever I want to. So ace number 1, ace number 2, ace number 3, ace number 4, all 4 aces still controlled wherever I want them. So the fact that I can do that with a deck of cards, and it's just a normal deck of cards, means I've put in the time to be able to control multiple cards at the same time, which isn't an easy thing to do. But if you do want to learn it, I'll link it in the description below because I have taught how to do that.
So consider this an official warning to cease all practices of the mystic arts.
Absurd. You can't own magic.
Yeah, you can't own magic.
You can own magic.
Mark a spirit, register a soul, copyright arts.
You can copyright magic.
This is a farce.
This is a farce.
You just like hype manning him?
Maybe.
What's the matter, Wong? Are you scared I'll become more mystical than you?
False transfer, okay.
Supreme doesn't engage in competition, but I am more mystical in my sleep. Prove it.
Yeah. Prove it.
No one is proving anything. Here is a cease and desist.
Cease and desist. What cease and desist?
Fantastic.
Yeah, it's sticking out of your shirt.
No, it isn't.
All right, we will see you gentlemen in court.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Someone's unmatched her.
Ooh.
Let's match her.
Hey, swipe right for a hot date.
Oh, heck no.
Got your ball?
I love Wong. That's fantastic.
No, officer. That stroller hit me.
I wonder if, okay, with the phone, I mean, I've seen that done with a wallet. I've never seen it done with a phone case before, especially with the phone case. Who has that phone case? Like, I'm not 85, and he's not either, so if you're not 85, don't own that case. Wong, clearly he couldn't have just got the ball from him. So I'm wondering if, like, I don't know why I'm reasoning this out, but whatever. I wonder if when he did, like, that tornado thing, he literally opened a small portal and literally got it from that way, but...
As you can see, Donnie's performance is a fun and spooky experience, which is the sweet spot for magic, in my professional opinion. The bottom line, you cannot copyright magic.
No.
Not
There
true.
is precedent.
The precedent that you are referring to is for card tricks and disappearing women who never speak. This is very different because the mystic arts is, in fact, real magic.
Oh, how
Touche.
dare you?
Real magic.
Is this not real magic? Your elegancy?
Oh gosh. Smoke bomb and wardrobe change.
Your eyes. Changed color.
Oh my gosh.
Even the lawyer's a magician. That is enough.
If I
The knotted rope
words, Your Highness.
and unlim...
This
Okay,
case
I need to pause this.
travels beyond-
There's actually a video that did, and she was like at a party and doing that same like ribbon, infinite ribbon thing, but she had it in her mouth and was like pulling it out of her mouth. But I about threw up when I saw this. 1, it's a dumb trick, don't ever perform it. I don't think it's very fun. too. She didn't have her mouth closed enough, and you could see the actual device that holds them all. Because, like, instead of, like, having it here and, like, barely coming out of your lips, she was like this. You could, like, see the whole thing. I'm like, if I wasn't a magician and didn't already know how that thing worked, I was like, oh, that's how you do it. And that was it. Now, granted, these guys suck anyways, so. Although having the lawyers be magicians is kind of funny.
On these courtroom walls, men you see are seeking to wield the power of gods, and that places us on the edge of a precipice. One man in the mortal realm has the ability to cause a ripple so great it reverberates through every dimension. And that ripple through galaxies has the ability to destroy all life within the known and unknown universe.
Case closed.
Okay, no. This case is far from closed. I'll need to review the motion, and you'll have my decision in a few weeks.
Your Honor, in the interim, could you grant us the preliminary injunction to stop the defendant from engaging in this dangerous behavior?
Well, this is my life, my art, mi passion. Magic.
Stop throwing smoke bombs. How did he get these through security anyway?
He placed the bunny.
I have to agree with
How did you not catch that? That was sad.
Practice his livelihood.
And
Pending my decision,
he placed it so late, like placed it during the smoke bomb.
Real magic prevails.
And if you enjoyed the magician's thought process behind other magicians doing magic tricks, I'd highly recommend the Magician Reacts playlist right here. Subscribe for more videos just like this, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. This is CPM, signing off.